All right, let's see how this works. All right, that's all right. So I got my red wigglers in this container. It's got two levels right here. This level right here is the first level, and it's just basically meant to collect any and all of the liquids that percolate through the substrate of the worms. And this top layer is where my worms are at. All up in here. They're all down there. There's some right there. One handful of show. For show and tell. You can see there's some right there. These are red wigglers. These guys are great composters. And I need to raise up their tower so they continue to produce awesome compost for me. So I'm just going to drill some holes in this guy. Oh, wrong way. Being safe. Alright, drill some holes on this side. Cool. There's that, and then some on top for ventilation purposes. That up a little bit. All right. Sweet. All right. Now let's get some of their bedding material. Alright, and this right here is basically wood shavings and rabbit poop. The worms love this stuff so much. You know what? Hey! Can you say hi, Novi?
I have some egg cartons for you guys.
Need safe. I also use shredded cardboard as their bedding material. It's really nice, good structure, and just great carbon material that I have on hand. Put some of this down here, like that. What's up, babe? Say hi. Alright, and then I just take some of this rabbit poop, put that there, like that. And that is literally all that I feed them. Give them some food scraps every once in a while too, but honestly this rabbit poop material has got plenty of good stuff that they like to eat, and they just eat the crap out of it. Haha, boom. Pun not intended. But I saw a grub in here. Maybe not. There's not. Don't look good. Alright, we're good. A little bit more. Then what I like to do is actually just take a nice good helping of the material that they've been working in. That way there's a nice amount of the microorganisms and stuff, as well as some worms in here, and that'll just kind of help kickstart this whole operation for this next tower. Alright. Alright, there's that. Then we got this, and then basically just slide this guy on like that. Boom, bada bing. There's one tower level added. Let's pop the lid back on. Oh, actually, I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of spritz. Kind of help get it wet, saturated. After this water percolates down too, I'll also be able to kind of extract some of this liquid, and you'll have a lot of that nice, good, delicious worm casting liquids in it. And I can put that on my plants. Get this good mix. I'll get some of this stuff at the bottom wet. What's that, little bean? Okay. All right, there's one bin done. What's up, David? Thank you, sir. All right, that's one front bin done. These are my red wigglers in here. Now they have a new layer of tower to work with. That way I can pull up this center tower whenever I need to access their worm castings that they've processed through. And then I'll just continue this on as we go. Let's get this next one going. All right. All right, so I got this bucket right here. We'll put some holes so that the worms can travel through each bin system, and it'll also help with the aeration of the entire tower system. Cool. There we go. Bottom is full of holes. Now to do the sides. Hold up one sec. My one is escaping. Nova. Messy. Let's clean you off. Be right back. Oh, David, no, that is not. What's up, Billy? How you doing, man? No, that is not my job, Billy. Or, David, sorry. That's not my job. This is just a side project that I work on to help my garden grow nice and lush and full by utilizing the worm castings as fertilizer. You got messy. Your mommy's gonna be so mad. She's gonna be so mad at Daddy for letting me do that. Alright. Now let's get the rest of the sides holed up. Cool. There we go. Holes on the side, along here, so that it can get through on the bottom, they get through on the sides, no problem. And then we'll do some on the top for ventilation as well. Yeah. Oh, you're getting so filthy. Alright, there we go. Holes on the top, all along the rim. That'll help ventilation for their environment. And I'm not really worried about the worms escaping. They are not going to like the hot, dry environment outside of these buckets. So if they venture out just a little bit, they turn right around. Not long after, they feel that hotter, drier environment. Oh, David, my name is Jordan, and this channel is Dry River Valley. Alright, let's get some more of this material. Alright, so what I do for this next layer of this tower is I'm going to put down this shredded cardboard just on the bottom. It's really good structural material. It gives plenty of airways and structure to the worms in the living environment. They don't really care for the carbon so much, but it's a good balance of the nitrogen so that they don't their environment doesn't get stinky and gross and putrid. Alright, so I'm just gonna, this right here is basically a combination of wood shavings and rabbit poop, a lot of rabbit poop. I got a buddy who raises rabbits, and he generously gives me all of his rabbit poops, stuff that he gets, and I never could possibly get enough of this stuff. It is great, and the worms literally just eat pretty much just this. I'll give them food scraps here and there in the kitchen, but this is literally all they eat, and they are happy with it. They absolutely love it. Alright, so this tower is for my night crawlers. So there's two types of composting worms that I work with. One is red wigglers, and the other one are European night crawlers. They are a little bit bigger worms. They dive a little bit deeper into the soil. I don't really know which one I like the most. Okay? Yeah. So, what was I saying? Is it time for you to go inside? What's up?
Dad?
Come here. What is that? Hmm?
Dad?
What? Oh, you got smudge all over your face. Oh, thank you, David. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the little little memes and thumbs ups. I love it. Hey, can you play for a little bit longer? Daddy's almost done. Okay? Thank you. Go play. Oh, do you want me to hold you? I can't hold you. I can't hold you while I'm doing this. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, mama. Alright, chat. I will be right back. Un momento. Let's go inside for a little bit, okay? Hey, baby. Yeah. Can I bring Nova in for just a little bit? I need both hands. I just, she's going to be up with her son. Okay. She got a little dirty. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
She got to hold the hose and just spray herself. So I'm like, oh, well, alright. Okay. I'm coming back. Alright. Anyways, where was I at? So yeah, I got European night crawlers in here. They are a great composting earthworm. I love these guys. Let's see if I can find some. These guys are a little bit bigger than the red wigglers, but a little thicker, and they actually dive in the ground, the soil, a lot deeper and aerate it. Let's see, here's some right here. Oh, they're being shy. They don't like the light. That one, a couple right here. These guys are the first ones I started working with. I really like these guys. They are awesome composters. Technically, the European night crawlers are a little bit slower composters than the red wigglers, but I like to have both. And frankly, I've been pretty happy with the European night crawlers, as they have been doing really good in breaking down all the material I give them. And I give them the same stuff, just this rabbit poop mix. So I'm going to take a handful of them and put them inside here to kind of help jumpstart this top side of the new level of the tower, and they will just run up and down these towers. This bottom layer right here has no holes. This is literally just here to set to collect any kind of liquid that penetrates through and percolates through all the towers and collects down here, and I can use that to fertilize my gardens. But there's 1, 2 layers right here. This layer, the bottom is the oldest, and it is the most broken down. Kind of show you guys a little bit example. Come on now. It's stuck to itself. Alright, get a better angle grip. There we go. Alright. So, this is the top layer they've been working at. And you can see they've traveled all the way up the top. Right up top, at the sides of this bin right here. And you can tell, so this has been this is broken down pretty well actually. This is the top layer, so they're actively in here pretty much every part of the day. And then this is probably a couple months worth. You can tell, hopefully the camera picks it up pretty well. You can tell just how much more this stuff is literally just their castings, and this still has material that they have to work through and break down. But this is basically, well, I'll show you more example. This right here is pretty much what I feed them all the time. It is just wood shavings, and there's some rabbit pellets in here, and once they work through it, it turns into this awesome rich black gold that I can use as extracts for my garden, turn it to a liquid extract where I like to do that. Or I can just take a handful of this stuff and put it on a plant that really needs a really nice extra boost of awesome compost material. Oh no, I'm losing my worms. All right, boom, bada bing, gold. Yeah, David, I put that. Or how much? Let's see. Kind of go back to you, man. You made it look like you commented a lot. Thank you, I appreciate that. I have flowers, but I didn't even took care of them, and now they're dead. Yeah, flowers you got to water a lot, man. They're pretty heavy water takers. How much water can you put on flowers? I mean, honestly, depends on the flowers, but you can put, as long as you don't completely flood them out. Most water or most flowers aren't gonna really need to be flooded, but you can give them a lot of water. Honestly, if the top side, depends on where you're at too in the world, but you can give them a pretty good amount of water. If they're just like standard perennials, or not perennials, annual flowering, something that you get from Home Depot, you can give them a lot of water, and they would gladly take it, because they'll kind of tell you if they're getting too much water or too little water. If you're not watering them probably every other day, I'd say, then you need to probably give them a little bit more water. All right, hold on 1 second. You said something else. Plants are... Yeah, so I put this stuff on my plants. So, make sure I build my tower correctly. All right, so this is the bottom layer, and I'm gonna put this layer here. Let's slide on really nice and tight, and then I'll put my final layer, the new layer, on top, and some of that in there to help kind of jump start it, and then boom, there we go. That tower has got a new level to it. Worms can penetrate through each of the towers, get all the good stuff that they want, and then basically what I'll do is, once I've started filling up this top tower a little bit more, and they've kind of started to really work through it and process the material, I'll actually take out this bottom layer right here, and then pull out all that worm castings in there, and whenever I need it, and then start the cycle back over. I'll take that stuff out of the bottom one, and then I'll refill it and put it on top, and that's basically what this whole little system is. Okay, get that work through a little bit. Basically just mixing this up so it's nice and damp. Worms definitely need a nice moist environment. Not like sopping wet, but needs to be kind of moist for them to be able to move through it properly and live in it. So that should be good. Alright, there we go. Well, and that's pretty much it. Boom, boom, done with that tower. Oh, Dave, you had a lot of flowers, but now they're dead. I heard that. That's unfortunate, man. got to give your flowers a lot of water and good soil, and they will do very good if you do so. Now, I want to show you something. So this is the red wigglers that I had already did them. I gave them their new tower level. I want to show you. So I sprayed the top of this guy, kind of get them kind of. I'm live right now. So I'm going to show you. Spray the top of this to help moisten the soil, and then it's been kind of percolating through the bottom, and there is all that rich fertilizer material in liquid form. And I can just swish this up, put it into this bucket of water right here to dilute it, help it to spread a little farther, just like that. Ooh, nice. Get all that good stuff. That. Then, what are you doing, Nova? Alright, so there's the fertilizer liquid. I'll put this tower back together, put them inside my shed, and I'll basically just pour this all over my plants, whatever needs help or whatever I think needs a little bit of extra fertilizer. Do you have any pets? I do. I have some dogs. I've got 3 dogs. I've got chickens, and I've got my pet worms. These guys are my pet. Well, it's the fluid. I got my pet worms over here. So yeah. Fill this up with some more water, and I'll show you guys all the plants I put it on. All right, there we go. Here's a more or less 3/4 full 5-gallon bucket of worm casting fertilizer. This stuff is awesome. So many. I do have so many, David. I love working with animals. I love homesteading. I've got 21 chickens and 3 dogs, and my chickens give me basically right now, some of them are little adolescent, little baby chickens, so they're producing eggs, but not as frequently, not as much as some of the older girls. I'm basically getting about a dozen eggs a day, which is awesome. So I'll show you real quick. Let's see who's going to need some fertilizer. Let's go bring it over here. I'm gonna bring you guys over here to some of my potted plants. All right, let's see here. Let's put you right there. Do you have a dog, David? And a bunny, and 2 birds. That's awesome. You might not like this, but I'm actually probably going to have some rabbits in the future. But they're not going to exactly be pets. They're going to be more for their meat. All right. So basically, I just come through and I'll pour some of this stuff on all my plants. Just give them a nice good helping. You can't really give them too much of this stuff because it is just such pure natural fertilizer that these plants just love every little bit of this stuff. Let's give it some of these guys. This one, that one. There we go. That's pretty much it. All right. Well, bro, David, I'm sure you do love your bunny, and I will love my bunnies too, as they go down my gullet and satisfy my stomach. All right. Well, I'm gonna get inside and get some dinner. Thanks for joining me, guys. Dave, thanks for all the comments and everyone else who commented. Appreciate the interactions that I got with you guys. I'll start doing some more lives in the future if you guys like this. So thanks so much, and see you later. Bye, guys. Bye, David.